care about nothing else in the stream.
All right, there we go.
Coming to fucking Dead by Daylight. I don't care about shit else in this. Nah, bruh. Nah. No.
Man. Now I got to do all this shit all over again. Oh, yeah, we're back. Internet just blocked out for some reason. There we go. I don't know what the hell happened. It might have been a surge, but hopefully it won't happen again. Thank God I made it back in time.
DBD chapter when? I'm telling you, the fucking 5-year anniversary.
Oh, stream. They're dragging this out though. Okay, still no sign of the PTB yet, but we'll see. Alright. Well, that's actually showing up now. That's interesting.
You're fucking shitting me, right? You're like, that's not real. This isn't actually happening, right? What the fuck? I knew it!
Congratulations on 25 years of horror.
God damn it. The king.
Oh my god. Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Have you seen Dead Souls Aside gameplay?
2021.
Dead Souls Aside? No, I haven't.
Congratulations on 25 years of horror.
Okay, I think we're about to get there. Alright. Ooh, Raccoon City! So it's either Nemesis or it has to be Mr. X. That's Meg. Woo! That's Nemesis! It's Nemesis. The tentacle says it all. Oh shit! Nemesis! Yes! Yes, bitch! Leon and Jill? June 15th. That's 2 days after my birthday. Ah! Yes, Nemesis!
For this very special celebration. So we are proud and happy to finally be able to reveal the content.
The game is inspired by Final Fantasy 15 from graphics and content from Devil May Cry.
Of Resident Evil.
Oh, is that the new one they're coming out with for the PS5? I think I've heard about it, I just haven't seen it.
That's why we couldn't add any new map to the game. That's going to change in the Resident Evil chapter.
Oh?
So on the chapter release, you'll be able to visit the Raccoon City.
Yes, ma'am, give us that new map! Yes, bitch! Oh! What better place to do? Finally a new freaking map. It has been 26 years. Shit. God, I hope they release the PTB today. I would love to go around this map now. Oh, it's the helicopter crash! Okay, this is the library that you had to run around. This is all bringing back memories of Resi 2. Oh my god. One of these narrow ass hallways.
It's called Body Block.
What?
It's called Body Block.
Shut up. If you can watch it after the event on live, I could. I'll have to find it, but this looks like the police station. What are these growths though? This is the police office. This is that interrogation room where that liquor jumped out the window. Oh my god, this place looks amazing. And this is still a work in progress. And these hooks. Oh, it looks so amazing. Oh, it's that fucking room with the Pegasus thingy. This looks like the
Is this
office.
just one map or is it sub-maps?
Huh?
Is it just one map or is it sub-maps?
It's probably one big map. Police station was a big place. Unless they're gonna separate. Well, they probably couldn't. They probably could keep it all just one place. There's a lot of fucking corridors, though. Ugh, Resi 2. The growth of the, I think that's the virus growing. Either that's the entity just crawling around. That's the main area for the police. I wonder if the police station main door is what's going to be the exit gate. Or is that outside?
So first of all, I have to say that the map is absolutely gorgeous.
It is sexy.
It's a great effort to recreate the map from the remake of Resident Evil 2 and 3.
And
So you'll see some iconic locations such as the main hall, the archive.
oh, that's right. They
the
did
office,
they did
others.
revisit the
It's
police
really
station in
amazing.
3.
If you played the remake, you
I
can actually
have.
navigate around the map and recognize it perfectly. Of course, there's also going to be a twist in there, since the entity is doing its own nightmarish version.
Aha! So that was
Alright,
those
let's talk
growths.
about characters now.
Yes,
There's a
ma'am.
lot of very interesting characters in the Resident Evil franchise. It was very difficult to choose just one survivor.
Can
That's
you
why
say
we
legacy
chose
skins?
for this chapter.
Legacy skins.
The first one is Jill Valentine, the brilliant STARS agent.
Yes,
Her
mama.
unique perk will highlight her intensive training and her high adaptability in impossible situations.
What we got? What we got? Spill the tea. Oh, yes. I feel like this map may be too big. It's gonna be very... It's big, but at the same time it's gonna be maze-like. Unless they can shrink it down a little bit. Either they separate them into two separate maps. I don't know. Like I said, I need to get in this map.
The second survivor is Leon S. Kennedy.
Oh, were we just doing
Leon's
character?
been having the worst first day at work ever, and it's not going to be better in the realm of the entity. His unique perk are going to highlight his dedication to others, his resilience, and his goal-driven personality. There's also something really special about one of his perks.
Hmm?
Will add a new type of gameplay to Dead by Daylight.
New type of
With this
gameplay.
perk, and under a certain condition, you will be able to spawn a unique item, a flashbang, inside the match.
What?
So that's an item you don't need to equip in your loadout before the match. It's something that you will create within the match you're in.
Ooh, that's crazy. So he can spawn in a flashbang. They'll make stunning. They'll make blinding the killer a little bit more easier. But come on, we all are here for the killer. We are here for Nemesis. Ooh, these narrow ass hallways. I wonder if she's gonna have a legacy skin as Claire Redfield, and he might have one as Chris.
Okay, let's talk about the killer now.
Yes,
Okay, There's a
ma'am.
lot of different monsters we could have used out
Extremely.
of the Resident Evil franchise, but we chose the classic tyrant, the Nemesis. The Nemesis power is called T-Virus.
Yes.
With his special tentacle attack, the Nemesis is able to infect survivors.
Yes.
Infected survivors are going to be sick. They will cough, they will vomit, so they're going to be easier to spot.
Plague
And they
stuff.
also become vulnerable to the next tentacle attack, which will not infect them but will damage them instead. For each infected survivor, the Nemesis power grows, and his tentacle gain more reach. So
Oh.
he'll be able to attack over pallets, vaults, and in some tricky places
Oh.
on the map.
That's sexy.
But there's a way to get out of this infection for survivors.
Of course there is.
There are some vaccines around the map that can be used to get out of this infection. But there is a limited quantity, so make sure that you absolutely need it before taking it.
Limited quality.
The Nemesis unique perks will make you feel like an unstoppable hunter
Huh?
that can use both brains
It's
and
Leon
body
and Jill
to
Valentine.
cause panic amongst the survivor ranks.
Hmm.
On top of that, for the first time ever, this killer is assisted by a character.
Bitch, what?
So we are adding zombies to the
They're
map.
adding zombies to the map? Bitch, what?
Controlling the area, and survivors need to be careful. of
That
both
is
Nemesis
sexy. That is sexy.
and by the zombies.
Oh, that makes things 10 times harder. Ooh, bitch. Ooh. Does he spawn them? Do they spawn on their own? What? How do you get rid of them? How do you take them out? I have so many questions. Ooh. Yes, tentacle. I need UI. I need more information. Yes. It can go through. Okay. Yes. Did it miss though? I am here for the zombies. Show me the zombies. Ooh. Okay, we saw Luke. Oop, punched. Oh, it mutates. Oh. Okay, so she got hit with plague. This is a. Oh. Zombie! Yes, zombie. But how many spawn on the map? Oh, the vaccine. Okay. It can't just be hitting them with a pallet though, can it? They're just walking around. I fucking love that. Freaking walking zombies. That is amazing.
That's it. That's the content of the Resident Evil chapter. I
What?
hope that you are as excited as we are to see the Resident Evil content inside Dead by Daylight. I sure am. I mean, this has been a dream come true. I played these games so much, I still have the original copy of Resident Evil 2 from my teens. So you'll be able to experience this chapter.
Yes, right after this event. Yes.
Right after this event.
Bitch.
Will also come out June 15th. Mark your calendar.
June 15th.
So I just want to finish by saying thank you to all of our community for staying around with us and having fun with us.
Shit, where's my
And
notepad?
I wish you an happy 5th anniversary.
Bitch, I am screaming. June 15th. It's probably gonna be on a Tuesday, right? Yep, Tuesday.
So I'm so pleased to be with you, Justine, today to talk about this part of the broadcast on the roadmap for Dead by Daylight for year 6. So we're going to present the new DLC.
I am
Universe
excited.
Frontier. We're also going to talk about the 4 tomes for the archive that are coming next. And we will finish with the
I love
full
this
feature of Dead by
background though, it's
Daylight
beautiful.
and all the feature that comes along with them. We're starting very high as well this year with a unique and incredible license. I'm so pleased to work on Resident Evil, and we can't wait to see that DLC out and see the player having fun with this. obviously, I cannot say anything about the other DLC. Top secret.
Other
That's fine, we'll
DLC.
spill the beans at a later date for sure.
Other
But
DLC.
something that I can say is we are going to release a total of 4 killer, 5 and not 4 survivors, and
5.
also 2 new maps.
I think that's gonna be really cool. I think all of this is gonna be some pretty exciting content for
5,
players.
4 new killers,
'Cause
5
that's not
new
only that,
survivors,
we've also,
2 new
like you
maps.
said, we've gotten 4 tomes. Our players now expect us to have 1 new tome every mid chapter with a new survivor story, a new killer story, a story about the observer, and we want to keep on telling these as time goes on. The more original characters we create, the more stories that we have to tell.
You want to know more about this card.
Exactly, and like we've got some ways to tell this that I think we haven't even been able to show yet. So I'm really curious to see what we can actually do and how the players react to everything. Because the lore in Dead by Daylight it's rich, and we just want to be able to show as much of it as we can. We also have all the events that we want to be doing. We have an upcoming anniversary event that actually, if the players stick around, they're going to see more about that later. I'll be coming back. We have our Halloween event that is always so much fun to do, always a lot of work, absolutely worth it. And just to recap on something that we mentioned during the Archives anniversary, in I believe it was a blog post, we are always going to focus on these events as the big ones during the year because we want them always to be big. These are the moments for our community where we want them to celebrate together and realize that, look, this is Dead by Daylight's time. Come celebrate with us. This year is going to be no exception. I think we're going to deliver on a really big anniversary, a really amazing Halloween event that's coming. And that doesn't mean we're ignoring any other smaller ones. We still want to do something for winter. We want to do something for lunar. But there's something on a smaller scale. But it's still going to be a great reason to come back into the game and enjoy DBD. So, after all that, I think it's really worth looking at, what we actually have coming in year 6 with our pillars.
So we have 4 pillars that help us to create the roadmap for Dead by Daylight. The first one is the first step into the fog. This is all the features that are here for the first moment you enter into the game as a player. Then the second one is the game house. Game house is really important for us. It's really everything that is optimization, bug fix, and stabilization for the game. The third one is the realm beyond. And this is a work of visual update that we're starting to year 5. And the final one is live design.
Yeah, I think all that stuff is super interesting for us to be going into and to even dive in further so everyone knows what's going on. For the first steps into the fog, we know with Resident Evil, tons of new players are going to be coming into this game. If I was a Resident Evil fan that hadn't heard of Dead by Daylight, I know I'm going to be checking it out. So we've really taken a look at our entire tutorial process, every way that we teach players how to play Dead by Daylight, and tried to identify what we need to fix or what we need to improve. DBD, honestly, it's a very complex game. We know we don't do necessarily the best job of teaching people, but I think we've made a great improvement. And the first step to that is by reworking the tutorial itself. So from the moment that player actually steps into the game, we're gonna really guide them through. This is what you need to learn. Then we actually have some bot matches for you to play.
Bot matches
are brand new. I think it's going to be a very nice, safe way for players.
That's a nice way to start things out.
How to play, and we're going to be giving you some amazing rewards as you go along the entire thing. On top of that, we're looking at other things that have been, like barriers, I would say, for players getting even deeper into the game. And we're talking like matchmaking being, too long, and so we're trying to find ways.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's, it's not easy. I think you could say.
Yeah.
So what we're really looking into is ways to incentivize players to maybe play a role that has, like less weight or more of a need at that current point in time. If maybe you're a killer player, but we need more survivors at that time, then we'll offer you some incentive to actually go play that. On top of all that, I mean, we're constantly working on the matchmaking in the background, trying to find ways to optimize it to get you into matches faster. And the more matches you play, I think the more that you'll actually experience, sadly with any live game, some toxicity. What we're actually working on for this is the auto ban feature.
Oh.
So at the end of every match, in the tally screen, there's this option where you can report a player for some negative behavior, applaud them for doing something well. And right now, this is our customer support team that is looking over it, manually. what we're doing with this change is this is going to an automated system. If players receive a certain amount of negative reports, we are going to take action. We're going to let you know that your report is actually having an effect on this, and we're going to thank you for it. All of this is really great for our players, but I know 5 years on, some things in Dead by Daylight, like the news, are still in English. That's going to change.
Nice. That's a big improvement.
I think so. I mean, even not everyone at our office is super great in English. People around the world. We're spreading even more community managers around the world to create more communities where you can engage with. It's just as important that we do this in our game as well. So as soon as you start the game, you have your language available to you.
We'll finally have the news in French. That's cool.
The next step after that is really making sure that we stomp as many bugs as possible in our game, and we take a look at game health.
For
Good luck with that.
Daylight, which has been out for 5 years now, it's always a challenge to find the right balance between creating new content or maintaining and improving the existing mechanics. For the first years of Dead by Daylight, we put more time and resources into creating new content because the goal was to create a rich and deep experience for the players. But now, recently, we've adjusted our roadmap because we have a lot of content that we need to support, and we've decided to improving what we have mostly.
Yeah, I think that's really a really important thing. It's good that we're taking time for it, because a lot of our earlier content, I think it was great to bring everyone together. But eventually, there's kind of a maintenance cost. You need to make sure all this new content is working together properly, and there's no issues going on.
So we have two ways of doing it. The first one is really looking at the game and see what we can do to improve it in terms of stabilization, optimization, gameplay fixes as well, but also making the game less exploitable. So that's a big chunk of things. But on the other hand, there is something that we need to take care of. We need to look at our internal processes and make sure that internally we can also improve as well as the game. And for that, as an example, we've decided recently to migrate the user interface of the game to a technology that is called UMG.
UMG?
It's the UI manager of Unreal. And the idea here is to stop working on outdated technology, and we take this opportunity to redo all our screens to also make them more performant, more modern, so we can have more features as well in the future.
I think that's going to be great, just because once that's done, every screen is going to feel fresher, and it's going to allow us to do so many more things. And I mean, speaking as a product manager, I'm pretty excited for what new things we can actually bring into the game.
Obviously, it's a long-term process. We need to keep the effort on the stabilization, on the new technology things. But we hope that in the next releases that will be out for year 6, you will be able, as a player, to see more stabilization and only concentrate on the fun for the game. And talking about keeping and maintaining what is already there, what are coming up next for the visual update and the Realm Beyond?
Yes.
Realm Beyond, I think this is something that a lot of our players were really excited about when they heard about it a year ago or so when we started. It feels like it's been an eternity. This is really the project of overhauling everything in DBD to bring it to the level of all of the current content. It's been around for 5 years, right? And let's just say, Dwight needs a fresh coat of paint. Him and the others, and then all the maps and everything, they've been around for quite some time.
Ooh.
I think they need to be shown some love and really.
Damn, that is an upgrade.
Standards. I'm loving everything the team is able to do for this, and for those who are really just joining us or don't know what the Realm Beyond is, it is more or less that, just taking any old maps, old animations, reworking this, maybe adding in new ones to make something make more sense, like repairing a generator. It used to be the same animation no matter where you are. Now every side is something new, and now it's something really cool and immersive.
It feels more realistic.
They're just updating everything.
Actually.
Like you might be a little bit more immersed and forget the killers coming to get you.
I have
that. So on top of all of this, we're starting to look at some Survivor reworks. So I think we've already shown off a few of them, but a lot of our newer Survivors are very highly detailed, and we wanted to take the time to revisit some other ones and rework them a bit. We're
As they
aiming
should.
to really make them recognizable, but allow more flexibility with the actual visuals and just more detail overall. So on your current gen systems, it doesn't look like you're playing something from a few gens ago.
Update.
I'm talking about gens. So this is all the kind of stuff that they're actually going to be going over, just after this in the Realm Beyond segment. And I think it's going to be a lot of really interesting stuff that they can cover because we're not done yet. On top of all of that, I mean, one more thing that I don't think we ever stop with is just our live design and constantly tweaking it.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like we, as we do for the Game House and for the Realm Beyond, keeping and maintaining what we have, making it better, improving it. The gameplay will just follow the same rule this year. So basically, we're taking the core mechanics that we have, and we're going to make them better, to change them, to tweak them, redesign them. The idea behind this is you have been a player for a long time, for several years now. I'm sure of that.
Definitely a few.
Yeah, we want to keep you interested. We want you to connect to Dead by Daylight and just say, okay, I'm going to play something different tonight. I'm going to discover something, and it's going to be exciting. And this is what we're looking for with changing the mechanics that are already there. We have mechanics that have been there for such a long time. It's time that we put some love on them. I'm not going to enter into the details right now because Matthew Spriggan is going to do it way more better than me.
I think that's totally fair. There's honestly, whenever I look in some of the notes for some of the design changes, it really gets into it, and I know our very engaged fans are, they're reading every little bit and
down to the
to
period.
Keep all of these characters and elements feeling fresh. That's the core of DBD, right? It's again to match. You don't know what you're going to find, but we want to make sure that you have a good time.
Exactly.
I think that's really just to sum up all the pillars, quite nicely, I'd say.
Yes.
So we've got tons of segments coming, and I mean, stay tuned for all this to hear more about the Realm Beyond, about live design, community, everything. Stay tuned for the entire broadcast. We're happy to have you here.
So we're going into bathroom break now. I need to know the perks. I need to know if these zombies for Resident Chapter are just like they come with him. Oh damn! Everybody just went. I need to know, are these zombies coming with Nemesis, or are they just stuck on that map? Oh my god. So many questions. I need to know his pipe.
Number 1 or number 2.
I need to know their perks. I need to know. I just need to know. They say the PTB is gonna drop after the stream. Chances are the stream is gonna last for at least an hour, I think. Man. Excuse me. Okay, so we got June 15th. If it goes into another Fog Whisperer break, then I'm gonna jump off camera for a second. I need to get something. Oh shit. Okay, let me take a picture of this. I don't know if they're gonna drop these codes at a later point, but I would love that 250,000 blood points now. And I still need to work on Bill's Rift, or the Rift challenge currently. Fog Whisper break? Oh, nope. We're just going straight into it. Oh, nope, never mind. Alienware. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me.
Hey everyone. My name is Kayla. You might know me as Cauliflower.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Question for the audience is, which map animal is just begging for some in-depth lore? Is it Maurice? Is it Mr. Moo Moo, the cow in Larry's, the hospital bed? You might not even know that there's a cow in the hospital bed. Or is it Wingy McFlapflaps from Dead Dog Saloon? Personally, I'm gonna have to go with Moo Moo. It's a cow in a hospital bed. I need to know more. while I'm here, I just wanted to give a little shout out to my community, my Dragon Army. Thank you guys so much for supporting me over these years with my Dead by Daylight content. And thank you to the devs for creating a game that has so much staying power, has so many incredible licenses. You guys have done some crazy, amazing things. So thank you, because I've been able to base my career on that, and it's been huge. So thank you. Congrats on 5 years. And here's to 5 more.
Hey everyone, I'm Poppers. I do have a question for everyone. If you had to choose between chocolate or vanilla escape cake, what one would you want? For me, I feel like I would want a chocolate escape cake. I don't know why, but I love chocolate. Vanilla would be pretty yummy too now. Alright, enough for my cake. I also want to thank all the DVD Now's and the Dead by Daylight community for being so awesome to me over all the years of playing, streaming, and hanging out with everyone. I really hope everyone has an amazing 5-year anniversary. And yo, remember, if you're comfy, you're winning. Have a lovely day.
Right.
Hey everyone, I'm the King, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day.
Sup, King?
Today, I have a question for you guys in the Twitch poll chat, and that question is, what noise does the Wraith's bell make? Is it bing bong, ding dong, or cling clong? I also want to wish Dead by Daylight a happy 5th anniversary. Thank you for all of the years of fun and enjoyment and bringing everybody together. Thank you to the devs for all the hard work that you've put in over the years, and shout out to our community as well. I hope you guys got your answers in, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Ding dong, bing bong. So I need to redo my entire June lineup. Miaoji? That poor child. Jing Zhang. These are Asian?
This moment that he knew, he fucked up.
Vincent Vega? Oh. Shit. Where's my list? Off Tofu, Jessica Bell. That's a lot of names. Oh.
There she is.
I remember Gat. He's from from Stranger Things. Damn it. Gotta find my list of shit again. That poor child. Granny. Okay, here we go. So June 10th, Final Fantasy. June 11th, oh shit. June 11th is Ratchet & Clank. And June 15th is Resident Evil. It's a lot of shit coming out in June.
Holy fuck, dude.
Oh my god, what? I didn't know you were here. Honey, that's your own fault. Why were you here?
So we got now. Ooh. Realm Beyond, 8 realms, 26 maps, updated character models, quality of life and accessibility improvements. Yes, I think they did a beautiful job with the updated maps. Just wish they hurry and finish so we get some more new ones. What was it? June 15th. Then I need to look into Dead Souls Aside. Let's see what that's about. Honestly, Ormond kind of still looks the same, just a lot brighter. Except to the inside, the interior looks better. Father Camp, the nurse's level, that's a big improvement. Father Campbell's chapel. Yes, nurse, get that detail going. Doctor got much more bloody. Just the little things you improve on that make the game look better. Got a midday, or was it evening? Is actually stepping up to look more horror themed versus what it used to be. All right.
We've all seen the graphic update that we've been doing the last few months, and we've talked a little bit about it as the Realm Beyond. To go into a little more detail, we'll talk with Phil Ivanovich, our art director, and Stéphanie Hélin, our lead level artist, about what that means. The first question I have with this, obviously everybody's question is why? Why did we decide to do this big rework, and why now?
It's a really
Corona.
good question. I mean, the game was out for 5 years now, as we all know, and that question of a rework was always in the back of our head, but we never found the right moment to do it because of multiple reasons. But with all the next gen console coming out, we thought it was the right moment to bring our game on par with what is being done in the gaming industry. But we never expected the success and the longevity of the game that we have right now. We are now 5 years later, and we have all the new tools, the bigger team, and I think we can achieve what we wanted to do a while back.
Okay, so we decided it's the right moment. And then, what was the vision? What was our goal going into this?
The main goal with the rework was to have a more immersive experience with the player in the game. Either in the mood with the environment or the animation. You know, when somebody's repairing a gen, I think people really enjoy that because it's really, you feel like you're repairing a gen. We're always constantly listening to our player, and we make sure that we don't lose the essence of our game, but at the same time pushing new boundaries. We've been super excited with all the feedback we got, and we're really looking forward for people to see what we're coming next for them.
So obviously that's a huge undertaking. Like that's a big project. What are some of the main issues we face doing that?
So the main challenges with DBD, we all know that DBD is it's a game that's from 5 years ago, and it's live. So the thing is, when we try to build new environment to update those, we have old data that we're trying to rebuild, to change, and also we try to fix those performance issue, and we have the new data as well. And sometimes those data are clashing with each other, and we try to make sure that it's not happening.
That might cause issues.
But it's a live game, so we have to move forward, and we can't stop.
So obviously those are big challenges, and to do that we had to go back and essentially rethink a bunch of the tools and the pipelines that we use, right?
Yes. So we took a step back, and we just realized that our pipeline was obsolete. So of course the whole team, we bring the idea of, okay, we need new tools, we need to empower those artists, we need to make sure that if we want to achieve the quality that we want to achieve, we have to make the right choices. It means evolving, rethink the way that we are creating environment, and this is the whole team work. Like, it's not only environment, it's animation, environment, textures, shading, lighting. It's a huge job.
Yeah. All right, so new tools, new pipeline. What's the future hold? What are we gonna do with that?
The goal here with all of this merged together, it's to build atmosphere, mood, because after all, like DBD, it's like an horror movie. So we all know that DBD was more gameplay driven, but it makes sense, it's a game. But what we were lacking, it's immersion. So with all of this merged together, we're trying to bring that immersion. We had storytelling to those maps, we create like more fog, more work on the lighting, so when you experiment the game, you forget that it's a game. It's the feeling that we're trying to build.
I think there's something really cool we're going to try to do with terrain, right?
Yes, the terrain is pretty flat in DBD right now,
Mm.
and with the fact that we're changing and trying to evolve in the right direction with the new visual that we're trying to bring to DBD, we gonna add more relief to this terrain, and I think this will add a little bit of spice to the gameplay. We can
Relief.
change the perspective, how the killer or the survivor play the map.
Awesome. That's cool. And we're also going to be working on character animations, right?
Yes, another big part of the immersion is the characters and their animation. The animation team and the character artist team did a super job. They're working on the bringing the texture on par with what we're doing right now, but also the animation team working on all those animation, like the interaction with the gen. Also, by doing so, with the texture and the animation, we want the player to connect even more to the personality of the player, of the character he's playing. And I mean, it's all connecting together. All we are doing, it's a big chunk that at the end, it's the immersion. It's not just one part, it's the entire work of everybody on the team.
What other cool things can people expect to see in the maps that we're making?
Well, the old rework things. Also, we wanted to add extra details, some that we already started, like jump scares. We did
The
it with
falling
the
off-
Witch map. And it
the
was
falling
pretty
out the
cool.
locker.
We stayed faithful with the original game, but I mean, putting it in our game was pretty cool. I think people really enjoyed it. Adding a lot of storytelling to have a bit more story to the map, not just the map.
And what about lobbies? I know people like when we mess with the lobbies. Are we going to do that again?
Yes, we're gonna keep on messing with the lobbies. I mean, it's something we've talked about in the discussion with the rework. I mean, it's super important for me and the other people on the team. It's the first thing you see when you start a game. So for us, it was important to have this first connection to what's being released, the killer. So veteran or newcomers, they immerse themselves in what's being done at the moment.
Awesome. And I know that a big question that's on everybody's minds right now is, yeah, but are we going to get more maps?
Yes.
Sexy. Wait, why did it just black out? What happened? Oh.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Design director on Dead by Daylight. I work with the creative director and the game design team to bring you guys amazing licensed and original chapters, killer updates, perk adjustments, accessibility features, and more. Our talented designers are constantly exploring new features and mechanics to keep trials fresh and fun for players, and I'm super excited about some of the things
Oh,
that we
hell.
have planned for the future of Dead by Daylight.
New shit.
Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about live design. For a game that's been out for the last 5 years, live design has become an important part of our process of updating and maintaining the game, delivering new experiences, fixing exploits, improving quality of life, and generally attempting to make the game feel fairer for everybody. When it comes to live design, we're a little more reactive to what's going on in the community and in the game. So we generally base our design decisions on 3 main factors. Feedback from the community through surveys and focus group testing.
That's what all those surveys
the
are
data
for.
and information that we get from the game itself. And of course, our own design intuition and experience when it comes to looking at the changes we can make. It's difficult to be entirely transparent about what we're working on. While the team's in the design phase, certain features and mechanics are often still being prototyped and play-tested and go through numerous changes along the way. That said, there's 3 things that we're super excited to share
Oh
with you
shit,
today.
3 things.
New killer updates and their associated timeframes. A brand new type of perk that we're working on for survivors.
Ooh.
And finally, a bit of a shake-up to the Memento Mori system.
Yay.
Over the last few years, we've made many small adjustments to our existing killers in Dead by Daylight. Some of our killers have had even more significant updates to their powers and abilities, such as the Doctor's Static Blast, the Clown's Afterpiece Antidote, and of course, the extensive overhaul of the notorious Freddy Krueger way back in 2019.
Freddy Krueger has been on that list for years.
While we feel that there's still many small adjustments that we would like to make across the board, our main focus for Year 6 will be on addressing the newest killer that has come into the Dead by Daylight roster.
Nemesis?
Moving forward, we're hoping to review, update, and release small balance patches for every new killer within the next 2 to 3 major updates after they go live. And that is, of course, on top of any hotfix adjustments that we may make along the way. In this way, we can generally stick to a clearer time frame that gives us enough time to review and analyze the community feedback and the game data. Soon, when players see that a new chapter is out, they'll also be able to expect some balance changes, value tweaks, and small quality of life improvements for the previous killer in that same chapter or the mid-chapter patch after. We're also working on a brand new type of perk, something that we haven't done for a while. Unlike Hex Totem perks and Obsession perks,
What do y'all got?
this new type of perk is for survivors.
Ooh.
And we're hoping that it will introduce some really fun and interesting gameplay moments for survivor fans.
Doll heck
Boon Totem
boom.
perks will give a brand new interaction to survivors standing next to a dull totem in a trial. I can't go into the full details about how all this works right now, but we are very excited about the interesting new strategies and gameplay that this will bring to the game.
Oh, so this must be
Not
a...
only will it give fans something new and interesting to play with, but it will also give us, as game designers, the opportunity to come up with creative new perks in the future.
But can killers break the
We're
boon
looking
perks?
forward
I mean,
to
boon totems.
releasing the first of our Boon Totem perks in an upcoming chapter. We're also looking at revisiting how Moris are triggered in the game by killers.
Just triggered?
We've been listening to the fans and seeing the effects that they can have in the game, and despite the recent changes to Mori offerings, we feel that there's a less toxic way that we can approach this element of the game, and that's something that we're going to be working on in the future. Currently, a killer can play an offering that grants them the ability to eliminate a survivor from a trial by their own hands. Before the recent changes to the Mori offerings, this allowed the killer to end the game prematurely for any unfortunate survivors that ended up on the receiving end.
This sounds
We're
bad.
discussing a new approach now to triggering Moris that is no longer based on playing an offering,
Oh,
but
shit.
rather integrated
Oh,
into the
shit.
core gameplay of the trial. This new feature would mean that, in effect, killers have to earn their Moris rather than be granted the opportunity by simply playing an offering.
How do they earn them, though?
We're looking to move away from the perception of Moris being a toxic part of the game towards something that's seen as more of a natural progression of the trial. We're hoping to deliver an interesting new game mechanic that not only provides new objectives and new strategic decisions, but also gives the survivors the opportunity to choose whether or not they engage with the system or ultimately deal with the consequences of that choice.
They're being vague with a lot of
Again,
shit.
I can't go into too many details right now, as it's still in the very early stages and is likely to go through many significant changes before it's ready for release.
Damn it.
Having said that, this is a feature that we, the Dead by Daylight design team, are really excited about prototyping and playtesting, and we can't wait to see your reactions once it hits live servers.
Why must you
As a
tease?
small bonus, we're also looking to prototype an update to the key item in the game, and this would tie in directly with the Maurice system gameplay.
Oh shit.
So look out for that one as well.
Oh shit.
Well, that's it from me. We'll have more on how these elements are developing over the coming year, so keep an eye out for news and updates. And thank you for your continued support over the last 5 years. See you in the fog.
I like that they're finally giving survivors another interaction with totems besides just cleansing out hex perks. It's nice to see they get an option. Hey, Die Hard!
Congratulations to Dead by Daylight on the 5 amazing years. What a crazy journey it's been. All the new chapters that were brought into the game, all the additions, all the surprises you've given us, and also all the new players that recently joined the community. So my question to the audience is this: are you a killer main, survivor main, or do you play both?
I
When I
both.
first started playing Dead by Daylight years ago, I love being a killer main. But later on down the line, I actually have a lot of fun playing survivor. I like playing with friends, and it's also good to know both sides of killer and survivor. But I'll still be a killer main at heart. My community in the Demon Realm, I just want to say I love you all so freaking much. Thank you so much for all the love and support you've given me throughout the years. Even though we can be messy and chaotic, we still have a lot of fun with our fog fashion videos. The hype you've given me with my Dead by Daylight cosplays, you guys are the best. To everyone at Behavior and a part of the Dead by Daylight team, I just want to say thank you again for the 5 incredible years of all the hard work you put into the game. And here's to many more. Happy anniversary.
Yay! I just recently got into Die Hard, Diva. Oh.
What's up, everyone? This is K-pop artist Kevin Wu.
What the fuck?
I wish Dead by Daylight a happy 5th anniversary. As the consultant for the All Kill chapter, my question for the viewers is, what does the trickster say in his Mori? Is it 1, welcome, good show, 2, let's go, thank you, or 3, go crazy, good scream? I want to thank Dead by Daylight for standing and supporting me. See you.
Okay. Ah, fuck. I don't know. Shit. The answer is let's go, thank you. Oh. This bird is everything. That is adorable. A customization by Takeoff. Oh. Oh, 3D printer. Ooh. I love watching people make artwork like this. 3D printers, modelers, sculptors. It looks so cool when they do it, especially people who use resin. Here's Trapper. Ooh, custom console giveaway. Oh, that's a console skin?
Hello.
Oh, that's
Dead by
sexy.
Daylight. Happy anniversary from the world headquarters of Ghostface. This is RJ Torpert at Fun World.
The fuck?
Wishing you all the very best, and we're very proud and pleased to be a part of your family and hope to be for many more years to come. All the best. Congratulations.
Oh, you're not gonna give
Let's
it.
talk a little bit
Oh,
about how we're going to celebrate 5 years
as he
of
just
Dead
pops
by
back into
Daylight.
camera.
And to help me do this, with me I have Not Queen, our lead community manager, and returning after public
Shit, I have to pee.
outcry for leaving,
Fuck.
Justin, product manager.
And why?
Well, just
You'll be
take it
back.
in.
All right.
Enjoy. Now, before we start, I believe you have a note you want to make.
Yes, I have a note I want to make. So everything that we're going to discuss today, from in-game events to community activities or pride activities, everything is going to be ending up on a calendar on our social media. So if you're not following Dead by Daylight on social media, now's the time to do it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you don't want
girl.
to miss any of the details of what's going to happen. There's going to be much more than what
Oops,
we just talked
bad.
about today, so follow us.
My bad.
Now, how are we going to start this?
Okay, so before we hop onto like all the activities around
Damn,
the
this
anniversary,
is going
I
by
wanna
more than
say,
an hour.
With
I was
Resident
wrong.
Evil coming into Dead by Daylight, this is a big event for us, and
Yes.
we're preparing the arrival of a lot of new players. So what we want to ask our veterans, our expert players, is to join us into welcoming all these new players.
We know that Dead by Daylight's big.
Kill them
It can be
quickly.
a little overwhelming when you start, so...
Yeah, exactly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a lot of tips and tricks on our social media. We're inviting our veterans to join in and add to it, and we're inviting all of the new players to like follow us and check out and maybe learn a thing or two about Dead by Daylight.
Awesome. Perfect. Now, let's get into the actual celebrations.
Yes. So one thing that we started doing this year is hiring community artists to do art for us. So we had a Discord and Twitch emotes, and we had also key art for campaigns.
Okay, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom.
Back in during the holidays. So knowing that, we love hiring community artists, and now we have a new project for you. So we're teaming up with the merch store, and we are doing a call to artists for designing of a new community line on the merch store.
That's awesome. And to make it clear, this is not a contest.
No, it's not a contest. This is us asking you, like, show us your portfolio, show us what you got, and we're going to hire some of these people to create that new line.
Awesome. Wonderful. Now, what else are we going to do during this month of June?
All right, so as you said, it's month of June, and so it's Pride Month, and for 2 years we've been celebrating Pride Month, and this year we want to hop a little bit, you know? We
Yep.
want to celebrate a little bit bigger. So we're planning on a big event celebration called #Into the Rainbow. We're inviting you to join us in the celebration, but we also have something new in-game
true.
if you want to join the celebration in-game as well. So we have this new charm, this new Pride charm.
So you can proudly display your pride. That's it.
Exactly.
Celebrate with us. Awesome.
Yeah, and we're also going to add to the collection of emotes we had for Pride last year. So we're gonna add a more diverse roster to our crows.
Amazing. All right. What else we got?
All right, so it's been 5 years that Dead by Daylight's been out. We've been reached out by a ton of community members,
There we
with
go.
everyone with their own stories about Dead by Daylight, how Dead by Daylight impacted their life. We had weddings, we had babies.
Yeah, I signed so many babies.
That signed so many babies. Anyways, so to celebrate our 5th year anniversary, we're asking you to share your Dead by Daylight story. So use #DBDcommunity on social media, and we're gonna keep an eye on that hashtag, and we're gonna make sure to reshare and give you some visibility on how Dead by Daylight impacted your life and how it created great friendships.
That's amazing. Can't wait to read that. Now, I hear people screaming right now about, yes, but what about in the game? Where you come in, Justin? Please tell us.
I'll tell you. So we've got a 2-week period where we're actually going to have
July
an entire
1st to
in-game
15th?
event going on. So during this whole period, in every trial, no matter
Interesting.
where you are, you're going to find these crown pedestal items
Ooh.
appearing. They're going to pop up, disappear if you're too late to gather them, but if as a survivor or a killer, you can find them, interact with it, and then as a survivor either escape or a killer finish your match. What's going to happen is you will then unlock a crown cosmetic for this
So
character.
we're doing the same thing we did the 4th year.
These are items that are exclusive to this event. The design of them is exclusive for this year, and they're only available on our original characters.
Of course.
So I think this is going to be really fun for everyone to try to collect the whole inventory of original characters that we created over this.
Maybe for the killer, but for the survivor, that shit is hard.
For real. But that's not all.
No, that isn't. So one fun way we like to celebrate the anniversary in-game is with a lot of confetti.
Confettis are great.
They're pretty fun. So there's going to be a lot of items in the blood web that you can find as a survivor to bring in. And we're talking toolboxes, medkits, flashlights, things that are just going to be fun to use and spread the confetti around. Also, blood point offerings to spread the wealth with all your friends.
Will there be balloons? Will there be animals? Will
Animals.
there be balloon animals?
Probably one, probably two. The third, you're not getting that one. It's not happening.
It's okay.
But one fun thing that we're doing this year, and is a big reason why I'm actually here with community, is because Anniversary is a special time of the year. This is about DBD. This is about the community, because DBD is nothing without all these players that are supporting us.
Sorry to announce a
So
state
we
of
wanted
play
do
to
something a
reveal
little
more
different
info about Horizon.
Yep. So
It's fine.
reviving the community
Oh,
challenge.
Sony has announced a state of play. I heard about the state of play, I just don't know much information about it.
First anniversary, we had some.
I know I saw something about Zero Horizon, I think.
Together and unlock some
But I've never played Zero Horizon. I have a friend who talked about it, but I haven't touched it yet.
That was really fun, and I know I've heard players asking that we want to do more stuff as a community. We want to be able to work together. So I think this year we're going to be doing it in a very fun way, because we've got some rewards that we're actually going to give out from these, like an outfit for David King
Ooh.
and another one for the Wraith, both themed after the anniversary with the gold lines and everything. 2 exclusive charms just for this.
Ooh.
One a nice little cake topper for DBD, and another one as a little naughty bear. Which, if you know behavior, maybe you know this guy.
They know.
Worth checking out.
Yeah.
So on top of this, there's other really cool things. But the question is, okay, how do you actually unlock this? Where do you find out how to get them? And that's all on our socials.
Really?
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort, guys.
It's no effort at all.
But what else is there?
So, on top of all of this, because we have so many characters that have actually been created and are loved over this 5-year period, we want to try to find a way to give some out to players. So if there's one you've been waiting on, this is going to be your chance, because during the first week of the anniversary, we're going to give away enough iridescent shards for you to unlock one full original character.
Ooh.
And this doesn't matter if you arrive, 1 day or 2 days late, because maybe you have homework, there's an exam. No matter when you arrive, even towards the end, you're going to get enough to get one of these characters.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that too much, though?
Of course not.
I mean, I don't think we've gone far enough.
Oh my God.
'Cause
Do go on.
on top of that, if you have all these characters, like I know some of our super engaged players do.
Yes.
What we're actually going to do on top of this is something fun with our Shrine of Secrets, which, if you're new to the game, the Shrine of Secrets is a tab inside the store.
If you want to play the game, it is on really good. I might give it a try, but I'm gonna see first.
Iridescent shards. And this is so you don't necessarily have to purchase a character to get their perks, as long as you stay tuned and see what's going on. So for the event, what we're doing is for this entire 2-week period, every day, we're going to cycle those perks. So this is going to happen 7 times as often, and the cost of those is going to be 500 shards less.
That's insane.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me and telling people everything that's happening. That's not everything that's happening. Follow us on social for more.
He's really trying to put that out there for people to follow on social media.
All right, that's a wrap for us.
Oh, that's
I hope
it?
You had as much fun as I did. Thank you so much for all of this. Thank you to the whole Behavior team. Thank you to all of our fans out there, content creators. Thank you to all of our partners. And I'm going to say the thing now that you've been wanting me to say for the whole show.
The PTB.
PTB is live. You can go and play the Resident Evil chapter right now.
Yes,
Go,
mama.
have fun, and I will see you in the fog. Oh shit, Funko Pops are coming.
What? Funko Pops, bitch, win. Oh, you fucker. How do you drop that at the end of stream? Ugh. Okay, so PTB, trying to see if they'll download now. Give me some time. Yep, PTB is up. Alright. Alright, so I'm started downloading the PTB now. Let me go ahead and save this. I'm probably gonna hop off stream real quick, so I'm gonna be down for a bit so I can download the PTB as well as set up all my other stuff. So yeah, I'll be back on once I finish and to get everything situated. So just, if you can just, I guess, leave or come back, I don't know. I'll send out a word on Twitter, also to Facebook if anybody's watching me from there. Yeah, the Funko Pops were unexpected, but This download is gonna take a bit, so I'm gonna hop off and then I'll catch y'all guys later. So thank everybody for stopping by, and I'll see you in a few.